The next subject is something else I wanted to talk about. It's really been bugging me lately.
What's up?
We'll watch the trailer. DC released a new animated film. I think it's called Batman Ninja.
And it's terrible.
Hello, Batman. Good to see you. I guess they weren't kidding about raining Yakuza. Well, yeah, of course. Raining men just like it always does.
What the huh?
I went to search for deviations in modern-day Japan, but as you can see...
Japan is gone?
It gets worse. It would seem that Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, and Flash have also disappeared.
So we now find ourselves without a Justice League, which tells us that history has been changed. We need to recover the Quake engine, and then use it to return space-time back to normal.
Is that Green Lantern?
Now say goodbye!
Wonder Woman, of course.
Yakuza families are all that exist. There is no government nor law enforcement.
Within the ranks of the Japanese Yakuza are sacrificial assassins sent to kill the bosses of rival syndicates.
Stopping the Quake engine is our top priority right now.
Once we destroy it, Hinamoto should go back to being part of its original world.
The only one who gets the pleasure of killing the Batman is me!
The Yakuza League will restore peace and harmony back to the world.
Now, let's get this party started!
Gotham City will be crushed.
All right. Here's what I'll say.
Something.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Batman's voice sounds terrible.
I was gonna say that, like, whoever's doing the voice acting for Batman, I mean, it's just awful. It's just awful. But what I was gonna say was, I sat down or I laid down, so I was like, all right, I'll watch something and fall asleep on whatever it is, right? And I saw, oh, look, DC has a new animation. It's called Batman Ninja. I was like, okay, they're doing like a period piece type of thing for Batman again. It's not my favorite type of thing to do with the character, but whatever. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised by the animation. As soon as I turned it on and I saw the shitty 3D graphics, I just turned it off. I was like, I'll just go to sleep. This is an abomination. This is a true abomination.
You guys it's not even that bad. Okay, the animation, but the character models themselves are well made. The animation doesn't go with this art style. That's the problem.
It's bad. It's horrible. They need to stop doing.
It's not even that
if you're
bad.
not going to do what's it called? Into the Spider-Verse. Don't do this. This is an abomination. This is an abomination on all fronts.
Dude, nobody has that budget, bro. Big.
They don't do it. Don't do it. Pay the freaking 2D animators. Just animate the damn thing properly. You know what I'm saying?
Man, 2D animators are expensive now too.
This is awful. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was like, are they serious? Not to mention, I just think the concept is dumb. I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to do a Japanese version of the Crime Ticket, like Ultraman.
And this thing is technically a sequel. I think there's already like a Batman Japan type movie, and that already happened. Another 3D one.
Yeah, that first one was terrible too.
Yeah, but I think
that means enough people like that one for the sequel, bro. Like, what do you mean?
But I don't think this is a sequel, because I think that takes place in like an alternate universe.
No.
Whereas this right here it's supposed to be regular Batman. Is it a sequel?
Yes, it's a sequel.
Then why is it why do they have that? If it's a sequel, why do they have that one concept in the trailer where it's like basically like a portal opened up and the the samurai version of the DC League or the DC is kind of like invading on the regular world.
The hell if I know, but they both. The hell if I know, but they're both terrible.
How's it a sequel? Well, let's look it up.
I didn't even give it a chance.
I mean, you guys might be right. I didn't get to see what it
Nah, because I
is.
remember seeing one in Japan in the same exact art style as this. That already happened. That's why I'm like, this has to be a sequel, because they copied the same exact art style for that one.
Jeez.
And usually for these like 3D adaptations, they wouldn't copy the same exact art style, usually.
Yeah, it says, it's Batman versus Yakuza League is a sequel to the 2018 anime film Batman Ninja, and it was released on March 18th, 2025. Here's a more specific detailed breakdown. Let's see. Okay, so I guess because I didn't watch the older movie for the same reason, but it says in the sequel, the Batman finally has returned to the present. So I guess in the old one, he goes to the past to discover that.
No, but enough people liked it for them to make a sequel. Though they wouldn't make a sequel. People didn't like it.
I mean, people like this garbage.
I mean, the 3D itself is not bad. It's the animation.
It's bad. I'm sorry, it's bad.
Well with the art style.
It's bad.
No, it isn't. That is good.
It's bad. So then the 3D is bad. So
the 3D is bad. Pretty good.
Like,
the
however you want to, however you want to slice it, whether it be the animation, whether it be the modeling, whether it be the voice acting.
The modeling is not the problem.
It's awful. This is an abomination. This is
It's
an
not
absolute
that bad.
abomination. And I think it's ridiculous that people will support this shit. This utter
it's not that bad.
crap.
What do you want to do? You want to do AI? What are you complaining about, bro?
Look at Batman's face. Like, why does his face look like that? Hold on, let me bring it up.
He's got to be.
Man, you would be glad they're paying artists still. They could be using AI to make this whole movie. Like, what do you want them to do? At least 8 artists got this job. Man,
I was going to compare to AI. I was going to compare to AI. I was like, you know how everyone says that there's a lot of AI slop being created, which is true. I think before AI, there was a lot of 3D slop being created, and this is 3D slop. Look at this dude's face.
Can you make better than this?
You're gonna sit here. You're gonna sit here. You're gonna tell me
to make it better than this.
Wait. No, wait. You're gonna sit here. You're gonna tell me that that's good modeling right there. Look at his face.
That's still good model. He might not look like a good character, but it's still modeled well. That doesn't mean the modeling's not well if the character is ugly.
Look at the proportions on his face. You're gonna sit me and tell me that looks good.
But that's not a modeling issue.
That's definitely a modeling issue, or at least just
a proportion issue. That doesn't have.
So it's modeling. So it's part of modeling.
Knows how to model.
Wait. So if I draw a picture and my proportions are wrong, they're gonna say, "Hey, your drawing's off. That's bad drawing." So if you're a 3D artist, so if you're a 3D artist, proportions don't matter. That's what you're saying.
It's different than modeling, okay? If you have good topology, it does not mean anything to do with proportions.
Quit trying to defend it. You know this is shit. Dude.
It's not
Come on,
bad.
man.
Like, it's still a solid model.
Yes, it's bad. Yeah, I agree. It's bad. It's
a solid model.
It's bad.
Bro.
Yes, it's bad. It's bad.
Like, this is still better than most of the freaking hobby artists, including me. Like, this is better than most low-level artists. I'm sorry, it just is.
Like, look how low his ears are compared to where his eyes are. And they let this out as professional work. Mr. Badney, you have to see what I'm talking about here, right?
I agree with you totally. I just like hearing the one 3D artist in the crew they're trying to spend his media.
I defend this. I don't get like this is garbage.
This is terrible, man.
This is 3D. This is 3D slop. We have to start acknowledging this type of thing. Like, I'm not against 3D art or 3D animation. It's not my favorite thing.
When you guys be complaining when you see any,
it's not my favorite.
Spider-Verse or Guilty Gear, most people don't have the technical skill to do that. It takes a large team to do that, and they don't have the budget to do that.
Look, it's not my favorite thing. But, when something is done well, I'm going to give it credit, whether it's my favorite thing or not. This is not done well.
Dude, but like what I said,
this is not done well.
Budget.
This is not. They don't have the budget to hire people to give Batman the right freaking proportions on his face. They don't have the budget for that.
No,
they do. Come on, man. Come on.
Bro, DC is struggling right now, bro. What do you mean? After every flop they've had, DC is struggling. Okay, you act like they can just hire the best artists. They can't do that now, bro.
You making all kind of excuses for slop, man. Slop.
No. You want to look who made this? We can look at the person who made. You know, we can search right now. Who is the model, the head lead character model for this? We can look it up and we can see their whole portfolio if you want to do it right now. Yeah, if you want to really judge the artist,
Batman.
We can search that right now.
Ninja. All-star budget. All right. Do you know what the
this
production?
artist was most likely Rush.
Do you know what the production budget is for this film?
How much?
$18 million freaking dollars. I don't want to hear it.
That doesn't mean it went to the character. You already know how movies go. Most of that goes straight to the director, and the artists get nothing. You know, artists don't make money.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This is garbage.
You search up who made the character model. That's you need to search up. Okay.
Look, I don't care. Well, why would it matter? Why would it matter if we search who we made it? Why did they hire them if they saw what their previous work was? This is garbage.
We need to look at the portfolio to judge that. We don't know what their previous work was.
What are you looking? Look. Why do we gotta look at the portfolio? We're looking at the final result of a film.
But they're way other. This is only one character of many. We need to judge every character. You can't just judge off of one character. You can make one mistake, bro.
I can't believe how much you're supporting this. I mean, it's basically some kind of 3D artist bias or something like. This is garbage.
What do you mean?
Why can't we just admit this is garbage?
This isn't that bad.
Why can't we just admit
this
that?
isn't?
Why can't we say, "Hey, look, this doesn't look good"?
It really
isn't,
doesn't
look good.
In comparison to a lot of 3D stuff I've seen, this isn't that bad. And remember, most movies are made to the common consumer, and the common consumer.
I mean, I remember sitting down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this because, I've liked DC animations in the past.
Keyword being.
Yeah. And I remember as soon as it came on, I was like, what is this garbage? What is this? I'm about to pull this one up.
Like, this is way.
I mean, it just looks so
than that Berserk. You can't compare it to Berserk anime. This is way better than that.
Look, I'm saying it's all slop. It's all slop. It's all garbage. Like, look at this. What is this? What is this?
Him hitting a guy. Like,
this is shit. That's what this is. No, you didn't say it right. This is shit.
What are you talking about?
This is shit. That's what this is.
This isn't that bad. Like,
you know what this looks like? You know what this looks like? You know what this looks like? There's a filter in that program, SketchUp. This looks like they put SketchUp filters on this. That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. SketchUp sketchy filters. That's what this looks like.
Is that inherently a bad thing? Like,
yes, it's bad. It's for 18. Yes, for 18. I would say yes for $18 million budgeted film. I would say yes, that's bad. Yes, that is bad. This is garbage. We gotta admit when we see garbage. This is 3D slop. This is 3D slop. Matter of fact, I was watching.
You can't compare this to Berserk. Come on.
I was watching.
You want to post pictures of Berserk?
Look. I'm not comparing to anything. I'm judging it for what it is. It's trash. It's trash. In
comparison to what it's not.
In fact, I was watching that one anime you keep talking about called was it Ray Zero? Because I want to see, okay, what Caleb keeps bringing up this anime. What's the big deal? Now I started watching. I think I got to like episode maybe 8 or 9. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bored with it. The whole, him having to keep dying and stuff like that was getting a little annoying. I was like, I kind of want them to kind of move along with the story or whatever. But it was interesting. But one of the first thing I noticed was some of the backgrounds.
Yeah, it's bad season 1. That's bad.
Yeah, it was 3D. But it wasn't so jarring that it took me out of what I was watching because the main character was 2D. They did it for background stuff, stuff they didn't want to spend a lot of time and money on to do. And I was like, what, I'll give them a pass, or whatever. But when I saw this, I was like, this is like an insult.
This is not an insult. People have this mind that the 3D industry can't go anywhere, bro. If we don't progress.
The reason why I say it's an insult is because you're too young. But me and Mr. Pegleg.
What do you mean?
We come from an era. It's called the golden age of anime. and when you saw the quality that was produced, most of it was probably 99.9% of it was mostly done by hand. You know what I'm saying? They were doing 3D stuff back then too, but back then they merged it way better. But we come from a different era. So when I see that, and I was like, people accept this? Y'all accept this? It just to me, it's like, and we're gonna talk later about
it's not bad. But I look at like a lot of like tomb shaded. Like,
we're gonna talk later
stuff,
about the.
And I'm like, as far as 3D tomb shading goes,
this
is considered higher quality.
This is
Most
trash.
people can't achieve Guilty Gear or Spider-Verse levels. That requires the highest budget and the highest technical.
I don't
level.
care.
Like,
This
most
is
people
trash.
can't do
I
that.
don't care.
Bro.
You're making all kinds of excuses.
I'm being honest, bro.
Like, you're making
what
excuses.
it takes to do
You're
something
making
like
excuses.
Spider-Verse.
Instead of just saying,
or
all right,
Guilty Gear.
well, let's get to the root of it. Quit putting like little caveats on it and stuff like. Give me your honest. Like, would you sit down and when you watch this and say, hey, look, this is beautiful?
Would I say it's beautiful? I haven't seen the movie, but
it's just a little simple yes or no question.
The best thing
Would
I've
you
ever
sit
seen.
down and
It's
say, hey,
definitely
look,
not the worst. You guys like this is the worst thing. Like,
more caveats.
It's not worse than that 3D Berserk. I'm sorry, you're acting like it's the worst thing ever, and it's not. Like
more caveats. It's
as
a simple
far
question.
as 3D tomb shading goes, as far as the models and everything, I'm like,
it was a simple question.
Considered higher quality. I've seen a lot of
question.
like 3D tomb shading.
It was a simple question. You couldn't answer the question. It's a simple question. Look, I get that there are budgets. I get that there are constraints and stuff like that. I get that, but I'm like, my God, I've seen where people have created good work with constraints. A good example would be the movie Terminator, the first Terminator movie. There's a reason why that movie is more beloved than those shitty ass freaking Avatar movies that James Cameron has been creating, over the last decade or whatever. How long? When did the first one come out? 2012. So whatever. Because he had constraints, and he was able to do something with constraints and still create a masterful piece of art. You cannot sit here and tell me that this is a masterful piece of art. This is garbage. 3D
I don't think
slop.
that's the goal of every film, though, dude.
That's what this is. So that's the other problem. Hollywood is hiring people, and they're just hiring. I guess you guys can do that. So no one's sitting down and curating talent anymore. Just say, oh yeah, you do 3D. Yeah, come on in, do this. No one's saying how did this stands out a little bit more. Let's try this. Let's go with this route. Let's do this over here. Oh look, he's doing an interesting technique. Let's try this. You know what I'm saying? What is this? This looks like.
Well, at least that gives everybody a chance to get in the industry. If you go that way, ain't nobody gonna have a chance.
Participation trophy. Now it's like everything's about participation trophy. That's what it's about now. Everyone gives a participation trophy. No, it doesn't matter if you're creating freaking slop. Doesn't matter. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm old fashioned. You're right. You're right. You guys are right. Maybe I'm just old fashioned.
Guys,
it's not even that bad. I don't know what you're talking about. This doesn't.
What I mean is that it got to
goes. It's objectively pretty good. Like I don't know what you're.
Subjectively, no. This is objectively bad. This is objectively bad.
As far as 3D tomb shading goes, this is pretty good, bro. Unless you're talking about highest level,
this is
like
shit.
I said, most people can't even do that, bro.
This is shit. This is straight garbage, and we just gotta be honest about that.
It isn't, bro.
You gotta be honest.
It really isn't. It's not.
It is.
It's not that bad. Like you were overreacting. You were seriously overreacting.
Not that bad. Which means it's bad.
Oh, you're trying to think words. It's not.
You're saying it's not that bad because you want to give all the caveats and whatnot. I'm like, man, just look at it for what it is. It's garbage.
No, it isn't, man.
This is an abomination. This is an abomination to all the great anime that's come out in years past.
No, it isn't, bro.
Look, and if I was a direct, I would be ashamed of this.
Now that flash image is 2D. Well, it's 3D, but it's good. But everything else is shit.
You guys are literally just saying that because of the medium it's in. That's like the main reason you guys are saying this.
No.
I mean,
if something is
it's
good,
not my fault the medium is stiff.
But like what I said, most people can't achieve
the
highest level of tomb shaded 3D. It's hard to do. You need a massive budget. You need a team.
But the
Spider-Verse had a team of hundreds of people.
But the toon shading, but the toon shading isn't even the worst thing about it. It's the way it moves. It's all stiff and stuff.
Like I said, that's the animation's fault, bro.
I mean,
like I'm telling you, it's not the character model. It's nothing to do with the model or anything else. It's the animator because they chose the style but didn't animate it properly.
You know what's funny is like you keep strawmanning us. You keep saying, "Oh, okay, it's the modeling, it's the modeling, it's the modeling." Look, I do have some issues with the modeling, but you know, it's not the only thing I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I think
the animation
Batman's
is the main
face.
problem.
Yeah, I think Batman's face looks fucked up. I'm sorry, it looks bad. It looks bad.
I mean,
it looks bad. I'm sorry. It's not that bad. I mean, I just don't. I mean, let's pull it up again. I mean, you know, we need
wears a mask most of the time. But like, who cares about Bruce Wayne? Like when I watch Batman, I don't watch Batman for no Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
like,
he has to make all these like caveats and excuses, and you know,
bro, it's Batman, not Bruce Wayne. The movie.
Come on, man.
Batman. Look at him in his mask. Okay,
why can't
like,
you just
bro.
look? So why can't you say this is bad? Why can't you say that?
Because it's not that bad. It's
so
okay.
So it's bad.
Okay.
No, it's not. This is not okay. This is not okay.
It's okay.
This is not okay. I mean, do we really?
It's okay.
Do we really
it
have to
doesn't have to be perfection. It doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10
really,
for the movie to be successful.
Really have to bring it,
like it's literally a whole.
You know, I agree.
Like,
I agree. I agree. I would agree that the aesthetics don't have to be a 10 out of 10 for the movie to be good. I agree with that. I agree with that. I do agree with that. But this was so bad. It looked so bad that I couldn't even give it a shot. I was like, I'm turning this off.
But you guys have a super critical
give it a shot.
Look, most movies are made for average people. They aren't made for artists. Like, artists don't make content for artists. They make it for regular people that consume it and pay them.
Let me ask you this. Now, I want you to give me an honest response. Are you going to sit here and tell me that there's nothing anatomically wrong with this dude's face right now?
It's just stylized, isn't it? When you stylize something, can't you make it any way you want to?
No.
Isn't the point of stylizing stuff?
No. Like when you stylize something, right? You might exaggerate things to create a certain feel, right? This right here, I wouldn't say it's realistic, but it has pretty realistic proportions for the most part. Semi-realistic, I would say. These proportions are off, dude. The way his ears are sitting on his head is off. You know what I'm saying? Look at how. And you know, Batman usually does have a pretty broad chin, but this is right here. This is just, you know, Peg Leg. Remember that movie with Sheridan called Mask? You know what I'm talking about?
Let's move on to the next subject. I'm still here. Let's move on
No, we're not done. We're not done.
Hey, we're done. What do you want this to say? Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to figure out how Apartment is defending this. You're saying it's
I don't get
okay.
it.
Like it's okay. Like,
come on, man.
Act like
that's what Batman looks like.
Like what the world?
It is quite terrible.
That's what it looks like.
Every movie has to be the best to achieve their goal. Like we don't even know what their goal was to achieve with this film.
All right, I'm gonna go to the number one subject you're always talking about. The goal is to make money.
They're going to make money. They already made one film. They're going to make money.
And the first film was trash.
For you. The movie wasn't made for you. It's made to the average DC fan.
And if you guys know, I am the average DC fan.
You are not. I'm sorry. You are
not. I prefer DC far over Marvel. But guess what? That movie is trash. It looks like trash. You and
G-Flux are overly critical of almost every movie, bro. The average fan is not that critical.
Hold on. I can count on one hand how many movies that me and G-Flux have agreed on. So don't give me that nonsense. He is the king of liking terrible movies. Spider-Man 3, G-Flux, by the way, is terrible.
That was a pretty popular movie though.
Spider-Man 3 is trash.
I still don't get why people hated that movie so much. I mean, I don't think it was good as the first two.
Well, let's look at how much the first movie sold. Let's search for the first movie. How much box office sales did it make?
All right, so the animated film Batman Ninja earned a total of $3 million.
Oh, how much of a budget?
I don't know, but
how much of a budget?
I don't know, but
Bro,
the second
it
movie
can't
cost,
be no 3 million, bro.
it says right here. Now this is AI, we don't know, but I'm just going off the first thing I see here. It says the animated film Batman Ninja earned a total of $3 million from domestic.
They earned 3 million, that'd be a film. There ain't no way they earned 3 million to make a sequel.
I mean, to me, it makes sense because all right, you're not going to earn that much from streaming, and as far as like DVDs and stuff like that, people don't buy DVDs like that no more. So if the thing costs, so now I don't know how much the first one cost, but I'm assuming it's going to be like around a similar budget to the second one, so they use similar style and everything. I'm pretty sure it's probably around the same length of movie, so I'm going to assume like around 18 million. But let's look it up just in case. Batman Ninja movie budget.
You're church up anything, bro.
I'm on a different tab. It doesn't say it has a public budget. So we can all we can do is assume that it costs around the same amount, maybe a little less. Well, no, because sometimes the first movies cost more than the especially if the movie didn't do well. But the reason why I might have got a sequel too is because it was already in the works. They already spent the money to do it. So it could have been too that both movies cost around 18 million. But still, if that's the case, that means the first movie would have cost like 9 million to make. So you're still losing. So I mean, this is garbage. It's 3D slop.
Bro, it is not, bro.
We should have coined that when they started doing this lame ass 3D shit for everything. We should have coined that a similar term that they're doing with AI now. This is 3D slop. Laziness and 3D slop.
You're gonna be saying now until they start making movies just straight out of AI.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I just don't think that. I mean, it could be wrong. I think that they will start making movies. They'll start using AI in movies. I do think that's gonna happen. But just making full length 2-hour long movie using all AI. I don't think it's possible. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it like that. It's possible. You could do it. Are people going to watch it? Because, everything I've seen from AI or AI, what's it called? AI video is, don't get me wrong, some of it looks impressive, but it's not actors. It's not acting. It's and then it's still a sort of a, what's it called, uncanny valley-ness to it, even though some of it looks cool. But it's not acting. I can see maybe them hiring actors, and then they shoot things on a stage with certain lighting and stuff, and they maybe put like an AI filter over the acting job, sort of like what they do with 3D animation when they put those, what are those suits called? The motion capture suits. They do something similar, and they just put like an AI filter on it, and then someone say, hey, this is the first feature-length AI, whatever. I can see something like that, and maybe they fine-tune it so that the characters look the same at all angles. I can see something like that, but that technically wouldn't be a full AI movie. It would just be the first movie that's entirely with the AI filter on it. I don't see the complexity yet, and I don't think we'll ever see it because I don't think I think I could be wrong, but I personally think AI is peaked, and there's some data to kind of suggest that. And some of the lectures I've been listening to about this subject, what they're saying is dumping more and more data into it won't necessarily improve it much more, and it definitely won't make it smarter, because that's not necessarily how intelligence works. And this isn't to downplay what AI can do and some of the cool stuff it can do. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I think a lot of it's being overhyped, and I don't think that we'll be seeing full AI movies anytime soon. Maybe as like an avant-garde experimental type of thing, but it replacing and it definitely using it as tools in movies for sure, but it replacing full-length 2D live action movies or 3D movies or animated movies. I don't see it. But I'm not like an expert at it. If there's anyone out in the audience who thinks differently, please leave comments down below or come up. leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll send you a link and come up, and you can tell me where I'm going wrong on that. Yeah, man, that's what Batman's face looks like. He looks like Mask. He looks like the guy from Mask. It's just like, come on, man, come on.
Lucent.